Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. We're here with Carter Newell. He is the owner and operator of Pemaquid Mussels Company, and he's here to talk about the first annual World's Best Mussel Contest. Carter, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Yes, we have an exciting event. It'll be the first annual event, and it's going to be at the Belfast Yacht Club, which is up on the hill overlooking the bay. And we're hoping to get 100 people to show up. And what we'll be doing is cooking mussels with 4 of the region's top chefs. And the people get to choose who has the best mussel recipe. And this is a benefit for the Maine Fishermen's Association, Working Waterfront Coalition, because as you remember, last year we had some really high storms and a lot of damage along the coast. So we decided that we should raise some funds for that.
Mussels have really taken off. I mean, they've always been a thing around here, but it seems like just in recent years, they're really taking off as something people want to enjoy.
Yes, and you probably remember going along the beach and grabbing clumps of mussels in different places along the coast. But these mussels, because we hang the ropes in the water off of these rafts, they never have any predators, and they can grow at their optimum rate. And some of them are only a year old, and they grow up to about 3 inches, and they're full of meat. There's no grit in them, and they're just a really good food.
Right. Carter, you know, we don't have enough time to talk about it right now, but I've been fascinating learning about your business, the way you've innovated the process for growing mussels this morning, and you kind of supply a lot of the mussels in the area. So, I mean, why do you think that these are so tasty?
Well, the mussels, first of all, because they're so young, they're really tender, and they grow really fast, and because they're suspended up in the water column, they have a lot of meat in them because they're getting more flow. And of course, the area that we grow them, if you've ever been out in the middle of Frenchman's Bay, you can see Cadillac Mountain, you see all the beautiful area of the coast, not very many houses, and it's that water quality that really gives the flavor to the mussels. What's unique about the way we farm them is that we process them at sea and then we put them back in the water and we purge them for an hour so they have that really clean flavor of the water of Frenchman's Bay. It's the taste of Maine that people really want.
You're not getting all gritty and all that kind of stuff because you flush out the grit.
That's right. And the older mussels, which are dragged, and I used to be involved in that industry, it's not sustainable because you're taking the seed from the bottom, it disturbs the clam flats, it disturbs the worms and the worm diggers and things. But when we hang the ropes in the water, we're not really disturbing anyone. We're out in the middle of the bay, there's no lobster gear. We're a mile from shore, so we're not really obstructing any view. We're in 100 feet of water, and it's just beautiful green water out there. I
love that this is, you know, a sustainable practice. You're hosting a fun event for people to come to, and it's also benefiting, remind me again, what does this benefit?
Maine Fishermen's Working Waterfront Coalition.
Right. So tell us a little bit more about the event. We have some really, really cool chefs coming.
Yes. Okay, the top of the line is Barton Seaver, and he travels all around the world. He's published 7 books all about seafood sustainability, and he said that it's every American's duty to be eating farmed shellfish because it's the most sustainable seafood available.
Cool.
What we simply do is just hang the ropes and the baby mussel larvae attached to the ropes. They filter the water and they help control water quality. They increase the penetration of the light. And Barton Seaver he's won international competitions for cooking, so he's a famous chef. He lives right down in Freeport, Maine, and he travels around the world.
This is a good opportunity for people that attend. I imagine they'll get to try some of these delicious recipes too.
Sure, and they get to interact with world-famous chefs.
Right.
The other person we have is Darren Goldstein. He works at Provender restaurant.
I love Provender.
Yes, in Ellsworth.
Yeah.
And so he's going to come along, and then Barnett Harper from the Para Marina with the Envoy restaurant in Boston, a very exclusive restaurant down in Boston. Wow. He's coming up. And then we have G.W. Martin, which is, I call him the Mountain Man. He lives up on Hogback Mountain, and he puts together clam bakes. He did a sausage thing at the Blue Hill Fair, and he has a flaming mussel recipe where it actually flames.
Some of my favorite foods. Okay, Carter, we're running out of time. Can you tell people when it is, where it is, and where they can learn more and get tickets?
Okay, so it's October 5th. They can just go to Eventbrite and type in World's Best Mussel Recipe.
Okay.
And they can also think that not only including mussels, we have the Newell family fiddlers, which is myself, my daughter, and my 3 grandkids. So we have 3 generations of fiddlers. And together we've been playing 100 years of fiddle tunes.
Cool.
And then we have Pemaquid Oyster Company has also donated an oyster bar. and that's my my oyster farm down in Damariscotta.
Yep.
Hey,
So-
if you need any judges for this competition, you know.
We do. You're welcome
You
to
let
come
us know.
down. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's starting 4 to 7 on Saturday.
Okay.
And then two of the ticket holders will get to do a tour out on Frenchman's Bay on our farm, as well as the chefs.
Beautiful.
So the next day they'll go out and see how we do it.
Sounds like a great event, Carter. Thank you for coming in and telling us about it.
Thank you very much.
Of course.